Okay, so for this math test, how is it called? For number one, a term is a number by itself, like 1, or a number and a variable combined, like 1x or 1y. For 2 to 4, I decided to do 2 to explain, because it's pretty easy. 4, 4t squared is a term because it has 4 and t, which is a number and a variable combined. 9 and y, which is again both a number and a variable combined. And then 1, which is just a number by its own. I decided to do 5 to explain. So basically, the coefficients are the numbers behind the variables. So you could see 2m and then over 5, which is and the coefficient is 2, and then 3y, and the coefficient is 3. So for this, I decided to pick 7 because it's the easiest to explain. Basically, if you want to simplify, you just have to add like all of the same like numbers that have the same variables with the other ones. So for 7, it would be 18, because both 7 and 11 have x as a variable. Okay. Oh. So 12 is pretty easy. So you gotta do 2. You gotta add 2x squared with the 3x, which is 5x squared. And then you gotta add the 2 x's. And then one of the x's has a squared symbol, which makes it so that you add the both squared symbols to make a over 4, and then that would be 7x over 4, since you add the 2 x's plus 5. And then for the last thing, I decided I'm gonna just explain 13, since in the question it says to. So the thousandth is the 4th spot. So the first number, 2, is 1, and then the second number is the tenths, the 9 is the hundredths, and the 8 is the thousands. So if the number, like right now, there's 2 numbers behind the thousandth, so you have to take both numbers into play. Well, generally, it would be the first number behind it. So if it's a 5 or over, then you round it up, and it's a 4 or lower, you round it down. In this case, it's a 5, so we round it up to 2.099. And then for B, it's the opposite. You round down because there's a 4, so it would be 5.